All right, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton. Got a little bit of breaking news if you're a Detroit Lions fan, and I'm just going to go ahead and get this out to you guys super quick because I do have to take off for other work matters. But before I hit the road, I did want to get this over to you per the Detroit Lions themselves, and then confirmed also through their media sources, or excuse me, front office. The Lions have officially now re-signed running back, as you can see from the thumbnail, Craig Reynolds. Offensive lineman Okada Oswaka, and linebacker slash defensive end James Houston. So I know we've been waiting on all of them to sign their exclusive rights contracts. They have now formally done that. This was also confirmed by Adam Scheffler of ESPN. So, hey, good news for Detroit Lions fans. Not probably earth-shattering news, but you know what? We're talking about being a week and a half roughly before the NFL draft. And here we go. We've got a little bit more firming up of the roster. A few less holes are now in place. Things are really coming to fruition for the Detroit Lions organization. I knew that we've been speculating for weeks now that James Houston would indeed sign this exclusive right offer, because really it's either that or none of these guys are playing in the NFL this year, especially in regards to Houston and his contract. But I'm going to guess just huge news for all Lions fans. You know, you want to look at the running back situation now with Craig Reynolds back. You know, obviously you got David Montgomery, you got Jamari Gibbs, you got Knight back as well, and Reynolds. That's a pretty good four running back rotation. Could they still add to it even more in the draft? Absolutely. You know, with Okada, I think most of us were fairly happy with him in what he did last year. I put him in the middle of the thumbnail there. You know, hey, a lot of upside. I thought he grew, developed, and that's really all you could ask out of a young offensive lineman like that, especially someone who's thrust repeatedly into meaningful snaps and reps. Great job with him. And as far as Houston, I don't know the full terms of each of their contracts, but it was the exclusive offer, so I'm sure that will be out fairly soon. Again, just because I have a limited time, I got to take off here in about 3 minutes or so to get over to my next appointment, but I wanted to make sure I got this out to you guys. To me, you guys all know in regards to James Houston, I've been speculating he may end up being the opposite end starting for this defense, opposite Aiden Hutchinson. To me, it makes sense. He can get to the quarterback. He can shred offensive linemen. And if you're going to put him on the same side with DJ Reader, I just think it's going to be very hard to double team James Houston unless you're intentionally always keeping in a sixth blocker, whether it be a running back, tight end, or just another offensive lineman. Who knows? And at some point, if you're the opposing offense, you've got to ask yourself questions. Do I double team, Aiden Hutchinson, like did happen, a fair amount of times last year? DJ Reader, do you double team him? Aleem McNeil, James Houston. I know we've talked about Marcus Davenport or potentially a player to be acquired through the draft. That will have to wait to be seen. But I'll just say if you're a Detroit Lions fan, you're probably happy with these three signings. Real quick before I get to the comment section, if you haven't yet subscribed to Lions Talk Live, please consider doing so. Do everything I can to get this breaking news out to you guys as fast as possible. So I think we're about 20 subs away from hitting 6,400. If you could help out with that, that'd be great. Also, if you enjoyed this type of information, pretty pleased with Mountain Dew on top, hit the thumbs up button, like button, whatever you call it. Dennis, what's up? Trump, woo! There you go. Dennis, sweet. I gotta agree, man. The depth of this team just continually goes up and up. And can you imagine what it's going to be like a week from Sunday when the draft's over? And man, what are we all going to be talking about that next Monday? All right, Surfer, what happens with Houston? Question mark. Did we give him a 4-year contract? If not, do it. No, I think it's just an exclusive rights contract, so a 1-year deal. And I'll say this, Brad Holmes, we all probably get it. He loves himself some 1-year deals for players, prove it deals. James Houston, if I'm him, I think, well, obviously I'd love to get a 10-year contract for a few $1 billion. At the same time, if he has anything like he did his rookie year, his freshman year in the NFL, whatever you want to call it, he's going to get paid because I think that guy is a weapon. You all know my thoughts on him. I think he's going to play his way into a real big contract, whether it's with Detroit or not. That remains to be seen. All right, yada, yada. But what do you got? Who do we resign? Craig Reynolds. I always kill his last name. James Houston. And then Okada Oswaka. I probably am mispronouncing his last name. Sorry for that. Yada, yada. Let's go, Lions. Woo! 100%. And good to see you, my friend. Brent, thanks for the update, Coach. Nice to know that we have the problem for the rest of the NFL. Yes, we do. And I really hope we unleash him this year. And obviously last year he was slowed down because of the injuries, out the vast majority of the season. but you know what? I think he's going to be pretty decent. Surfer, what do you got? Houston, but only for 1 year. Don't know who the other two are. Craig Reynolds, running back. You may remember him, Silver Surfer against Tampa Bay at Tampa Bay. He set that big block that freed Amon-Ra St. Brown down the sideline. Oswaka, he played actually quite a bit for us last year as an interior offensive lineman. I thought he did a good job. Didn't catch the start. 3 guys, yes, Craig Reynolds, James Houston, and the guy whose name I continually kill, Oswaka, the offensive lineman. Michael D, thanks, Coach. Have a great day. Same to you. Brent, depth signings. Let's go. I get it, their depth, but I do think James Houston has a chance to start, at least in my opinion. Surfer Oswaka is a good backup. He is, man. I thought he did a great job when he was pressed into starting or meaningful snaps. Walt, thanks. Thanks, Coach. Hit the like. Yes, will do. Thumbs up button, whatever you call it. All right, I'm not going to keep you guys. I got to get to getting, so I got to get my hair done, everything for work. So I'll go ahead and talk to you guys later. If there is some other breaking news later today, I'll let you know. Otherwise, take care, enjoy your day, and we'll see you all in the next Lions Talk Live. Take care.